Alright, Salty Walty is back. This is the second time for this recording because the first time got interrupted because my mechanic guy got called me. So, car's in the shitter. I'm not having a good day. Let's just say that. Okay, so this is the full armored G3 Gundam video I was telling you about. This is, alright, let's have a discussion. So, 500 and 550 cost support types suck. With the notable exception of few, with like the gun cannon at level 4, which is 500 cost. He's okay. The Zoc is really good if you got someone who knows how to play the Zoc and knows his business. You're going to have a fantastic teammate. The Mudrock, if you have a noob can do good in the Mudrock because it's a decent mobile suit with great fucking stats and really good weapons all around. And then you also have, I don't want to say the Zamel, because the Zamel's not that great. The Zamel's, like, unlike the Zoc, the Zamel can't defend itself. At all. The cannons are easy to dodge, because every Zamel player will go from, sniper shot to cannon shot to scatter shot. All you gotta do is predict the sniper shot, and you beat the Zamel. That's it. You won right there. So, and then you got the GBO2 MLRS, but that still isn't exactly a great mobile suit to begin with. So, it's almost as if BB Studios is afraid to have a decent high cost support type. And it's really upsetting. I feel like even though this is the G3, it sure as hell doesn't act like the G3. It lost a lot of its speed and a lot of its thrust. I mean, talking about a lot of its thrust. And that's upsetting, and it really hurts this mobile suit in a very, very bad way. I can understand why it's as slow as it is, but why it lost all its thrust is beyond me. I understand that it has a shit ton more weapons on it, but it also doesn't have as much armor as, say, the standard full armor Gundam. It's pretty much more weaponized. That's really the difference. And so the fact that it's as slow as it is really upsetting. And these big missiles I'm attempting to use, they're garbage. I would understand the slow ready-up speed if it fired both missiles at once. I would understand that. I would understand if it shot one missile but did way more damage. But it doesn't. Like 200,000 to 3,000 damage depending on your target. That's not good. That's not a good trade-off. That's horrible. That's terrible. That's bad balance. You have the double beam sabers on its left arm that are decently ranged, but your attack speed is slow. So it kind of, like, no matter what, you're going to get countered. So it really hurts the suit. And then you got the triple beam rifle, which is about the only good asset next to this cannon that I'm sporting right now. That's essentially the only good thing about this suit. Sorry, Rick Deus. So really, like, it's one of those support types that are actually kind of hard to use, and it's hard to use for no freaking reason. It's really sad. Like, I'm not understanding their train of thought as to why they're making this suit so terrible. I guess that's the way to put it. I'm not saying it's a bad mobile suit. With some practice, you can make any suit shine, as you guys seen me do. But this suit, like, damn, did they really make, like, I love the micro missiles because no one wants to be the focus of those micro missiles. No one does, because if you get focused by them, you're going to take a lot of damage. So that's a good scatter the enemy type weapon, but like everything else, like it's like you have to play this exactly like the standard full armor Gundam, which is just cannon into the triple beam rifle, which is kind of sad that you have to play it like exactly like another mobile suit. Uh, but like let's take a look at other support types. Like take the Zoc. Okay, the one thing I would change it is make it into its manga variant, where it had Zaku arms, and then it was able to take Zaku weaponry such as the Zaku machine gun as a main weapon, and the Zaku bazooka as a main weapon. I would choose those over that shitty little fucking high capacity missile pod that barely does any damage. I would choose that over the I would choose the Zaku weaponry. I would take the 120 over the stupid missile pods, because then at least I know I can throw some lead down fucking range if something is coming my way. While the machine gun, you can more reliably focus somebody with those missile pods, because the missiles, yeah, they shoot fast, but they're inaccurate to me, and that really hurts that suit. The cannons, they're weak. Why is a 660 millimeter cannon doing only 2k damage? Or around a little over 2k. I think it's like 2500. I don't remember. I don't use my Zamel because there's no point. It's a terrible support. You're thick. The one thing the Zamel should be able to do, it should outrange whatever ever fucking suit weapon in the game. It should outrange everything in the game. And right there, I'm sorry I took that artillery strike. Right there, I got a call from my mom, because this was during the holidays, and this was also my fucking puppy was chewing on my hands and stuff, so I was kind of getting really fucked up at the point. But there's a lot of those, like this suit and the Zamel, they have such a weird, like, I feel like the Zamels, all of the Zamels weapons, not just the sniper shot, should be around 900 meters. It should be whatever the max range is for most sniper rifles. All the Zamel's cannons should be that range. That way I'd feel like the Zamel could actually be a better mobile suit at that point. Keep the damage, but buff that range. It would be fucking fabulous. Because the Zamel gets outplayed by the Zoc 100% of the time, because the Zoc is just better. It's just as thick of a target, but that ridiculous amount of beam damage it can throw down range, because no one ups their fucking beam damage, beam defense. It's dumb, and plus that fucking the phone and maser cannon up on that thing's forehead. It's beautiful, does so much damage. But like everything, a lot of the other supports at this cost are lacking, and it shows, especially with the full armor FAB. Yeah, I'm sorry for ranting, but they need to buff some of these support types, and it's really upsetting that they are so lacking. Anywho, I hope you guys have a good Thursday. I sure as hell am not, and I shall talk to you guys later. Vos Vidanius.